Hey guys, welcome to Shockproof Living, where we teach you how to change some simple electrical products in your household. Try to keep your house safe. Today we're going to be replacing this switch with this dimmer switch from Lutron. It's LED compatible. It's also used for multi-locations if you have three-way switches. If you have multiple switches controlling the same light, it can also be used. Just got to follow the instructions on the wiring for three-way. But for now, we're just gonna replace this switch with this one. Let's get at it. Remove this screwless cover. You just snap it off. It's the front. Take off the back cover. Also, make sure your power is off when doing this. I actually have this switch already turned off at the panel. If you don't have any way of testing to make sure, you can turn on the lights, then go to your breaker panel, shut it down. Once you see that the lights are off, it's a good indication that the power is off. But when you have multiple switches like this, even though you turned off the one that you're going to work on, there may still be power in the other ones. They could be on a different circuit. You always want to make sure that what you're working on is dead. Alright, we're going to be working on this switch. So we're just going to remove this one here. Alright, we're going to pull it out. Check, make sure this is dead. As you can see, the other switch next to it does have power. So if you don't feel comfortable working on it, I mean, the ones we're working on are dead, but the switch next to it does have power still. You can see it's turning on, means it's sensing voltage there. If you don't feel comfortable, you may want to turn this switch off as well. I want to start working on removing these wires have been stabbed in the back. They didn't use the screws. So you can see if we can get a better angle here with the camera. All right. See, they've been stabbed in the back. I don't really like this method. It's easier, it's quicker, but connection is never solid. And the way I like to pull them off is you give them a little twist back and forth. They usually will work their way out. Put some pressure on the wire. with a twist back and forth. Now on switches, one wire will be your hot wire. The other wire is going to be what they call the switch leg, which is the power going back to the light or wherever you're trying to switch. But one is going out to the light, one is going to be your power. This is the ground. The ground, you'll notice that in this one it's bare, has no insulation. In some, it'll be a green wire or bare. It's allowed both ways. Let's open up this new switch. All right, here's our new switch. We got our ground right here, which is the green wire. And then we got a blue screw, a black screw, and a bronze screw. It came with this really tiny diagram. You can see there, you can barely see it. Now it shows that the power is going into the black screw. So power needs to come into the black screw. And the load, which is the light, is going out the bronze screw. The blue screw we will not use. This is only going to be used if you're using it as a three-way application. So we're just gonna tighten that screw just so it doesn't come loose. We're only gonna be using the black and the bronze. Now, we're gonna attach the ground. Get myself a wire nut. We're gonna straighten out this wire. So we can splice it in. Now they already went ahead and pre-stripped this wire, but it's a little too long. So we're just gonna trim it. Sorry guys, I lost you there. But we're gonna splice this together. We're going to make sure that the tips are even. We'll screw in, oh, you see, tap that light and turn them on. We don't want that. All right, always double check your connections, give it a little pull, make sure it's on there good and tight. Now, to determine which wire is which, one of the easiest ways is with a non-contact voltage tester. See, right now we're dead. I'm gonna go ahead, just make sure that the wires are pointing in that direction where they ain't touching nothing, just in the air. And if you turn on the breaker, be right back and turn on that breaker. We can see that the black is the hot wire. See the black is hot, the red is not. Let's see if we get a better angle here. The black wire is hot. So we know that the black wire is the hot wire. So let's turn it back off. Now we'll double check, make sure we're off. All right, we're off. Now we'll go back to the switch. Black wire is the hot wire. Okay, so here's our black wire. Let's loosen that screw. We'll get this screw ready also. So we want to make a little twist on our wire. Make like a little hook. We made a little hook with it. We'll put it around their screw. As you see right there, we wrapped the wire around the screw. I will tighten it up. We'll do the same with the red. We'll bend a hook on the wire. And we're gonna put it around the screw, like so. We're gonna tighten it up. Give it a little pull. Always double check your connections. All right, so we're ready to push it in. Now, push the wires in there gently. I gotta be a little extra careful because the other switches are hot. All right, let me grab the screws. As you're pushing in the outlet, you can kind of give it a twist so it's nice and straight. Okay, a little tip here, if you're adding multiple dimmers, as you can see, there's these heat tabs here that help dissipate the heat on the switch. But when you're adding multiple switches, they tend to get in the way. As you can see, they are scored. The metal is scored here. You can cut these off, you bend them back and forth and they'll break off to give you the room that you'll need to add 2 dimmers together, or 3 or 4, or whatever you need. That you can break these off if needed to give you the room that you need. In this case, we don't need the extra room. So we are fine leaving them in place. All right, we just want to tighten to where we are flush with the wall. We don't want to be any deeper than the wall. Just right up to the wall. Right up to the wall here. That's deep enough. All right, let's get that back plate back on. You only need to snug this. If you over tighten it, you'll squeeze the plate, back plate too far back. Switch, there we go. Just snug. That outlet got pushed back a little bit. There we go. Everybody snug. And the finishing plate just snaps right in. So line up the holes. Perfect. I'll turn it on. As you can see, the dimmer has turned on, and you can adjust the dimming right there. All right, you can shut it down by tapping the button. Tap it, comes back on. If you need to shut it down completely, there is also a little tab here underneath that you pull, and that is off 100%. Back on. Sometimes you'll have a very small voltage if you don't turn it off with the tab here, still going to your light in case you're ever going to work on it. If you work on it, you want to work on it by pulling the tab on the bottom to make sure it's off. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe to Shockproof Living. Like and subscribe. Thank you.